Hello everyone, welcome to Rockshire Gaming. My name is Eric. Today we're going to be continuing our solo gameplay series, a little impromptu series that I do every so often where we take a look at the solo mode of various board games. Today we're going back to Marvel Zombies, specifically the X-Men Resistance core box, and we're going to be doing the tutorial mission for that one. Though it does have a 5 to 6 player mode, we are sticking with just the 4 character mode on here, and I'm going to be piloting all 4 characters myself because you can. So I'm going to be doing that today. I have my 4 X-Men characters here, getting ready for X-Men 97 to premiere soon, getting in the spirit of that one. So we're going to go ahead and get this started off. A couple things to note as opposed to the other tutorial mission, which was in the regular Marvel Zombies core. This one we're going to be playing specifically as the Living Heroes, very similar to the Heroes Resistance version of the game that's at mass retail that you can get at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and a few other outlets. This is going to be from the actual X-Men Resistance core box that you can get on the Kickstarter, you can get through Simon's website, all that stuff. And as I said, we are going to be playing as the Living Hero, so there's a couple of mechanics that are a little bit different. We're going to go through them as we go. The chief one that we'll talk about first off is the fact that in this one we have power instead of hunger. Now in Marvel Zombies proper, you get 1 hunger per turn. Everybody goes up 1 hunger at the beginning of their turn, and then after that there's dice and other effects that increase your hunger as you go. In this one we do gain power every round, but the difference here is that we have to use an action to gain more of it outside of the initial 1 per round. So we'll see how that works as well. We are going to go ahead and start this up though. I do have, like I said, Wolverines, Rogue, Storm, and Colossus. I'm just going to go over their blue abilities here real quick because I doubt we're going to get into their orange and red abilities. Wolverine over here with its adamantium claws, those 3 dice, hits on a 4 or higher, has Berserker Rage. When attacking with adamantium claws, add +1 to your dice results for each wound you have suffered. For each roll of 6, roll 1 extra die. These dice may generate additional dice. Storm, she has her lightning bolt, is the only ranged character I have at the moment. She throws 2 dice and hits on a 3 or higher. She has Gust. Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power and select a zone within range 1. Move all enemies in that zone into a zone adjacent to it. Rogue over here, she's going to have her Mighty Punches. She throws 2 dice as well, hits on a 3 or higher knockout punch. All enemies suffer -1 toughness, minimum 1 against your Mighty Punches. Attack. Once during your turn, you may perform 1 free open door action. So that's going to be pretty cool here when we go to open this first door. Colossus finally also throwing 2 dice, hitting on a 3 or higher. Tough as steel. Once during each enemy phase, you may ignore 1 wound you receive. So that is our characters at the moment. The scenario, as I said, we're going to be playing through the tutorial mission, which for this one is MH0 Tutorial Flight of the X-Jets. I'm going to go ahead and read the flavor text here. The Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters is under attack by zombies. Luckily, we managed to evacuate the students and reach the underground before the worst could happen. If we can lead them to the X-Jet, we can get them out of here and hopefully find somewhere safe where the kids can hide away. Unfortunately, some X-Men turn zombie have managed to put the hangar into lockdown, but we might be able to find an override key in the danger room. So we've got the hangar over here. That is our main objective, is to escape in the hangar. We've got the danger room over here and this hallway right over here. Our objectives is to take the green objective right here and then escape via the exit with all superheroes. Any superhero may leave the zone for free at the end of their turn as long as there are no enemies in it. So we just got to clear all the enemies out of this zone. This is all one big giant room. These lines here split it up, as well as in the danger room we've got these lines here splitting that up, and then the hallways 2 different zones with a line splitting it up as well. Special rules: locked hangar. The green door right here can only be opened once the green objective, which is here, has been taken. They've broken through. The green spawn point becomes active right here once the green objective has been taken. Then I've had the key. The green objective gives 5 XP to the superhero who takes it, and then 5 to 6 player rule. During the spawn enemy step of each enemy phase, draw 1 additional spawn card for the first spawn point. So that would be right here. If we were playing with 5 to 6 players, that would gain an extra spawn. So basically it would spawn 2 cards instead of 1. But since I'm only playing with 4 characters, we're not doing that today. So we'll go over any other rules with bystanders and anything like that as they come up and as they're needed. So first off, I'm going to take Miss Rogue and activate her. And actually, before I do that, we're going to give everyone 1 power. So there is that. And now I will have Rogue move 1 here. She's going to use her knockout punch to once per turn perform 1 free open door action. So this door right here is going to be open. It's going to go ahead and spawn these spawn points right here, as well as put out our bystander. We're going to start with that spawn point right there first, which gives us 2 runners to deal with. So 1, 2. Apparently the Hellfire Club is inside here. Then we're going to go with that zone right there. And Multiple Man has 4 walkers in the zone. So there is that one right there. And for those of you who have not really played a Zombicide game and know where I'm getting these spawns from, basically we're going over the bottom of the card right there, the blue number there, because XP wise we're only in the blue section. Once one of the characters goes into yellow, that increases the amount of zombies per the card, either spawning what's in the blue number, the yellow, the orange, and the red number. So right now we are contending with those 4 zombies right there with those 2 runners. We also have a bystander to spawn, which is Shayna. She's going to spawn right there, and we're going to place her there. If we can rescue her when performing a melee attack, you may spend 1 power to have all enemies suffer -1 toughness to a minimum of 1. So Rogue doesn't necessarily need that, but I do need her to get into that room. So again, we moved 1 here. Her free action was to open that door, and I think I'm going to have her walk into the room. And I think we are then going to try to at least whittle away some of these walkers in this zone. So with her third action, she's going to use her 1 power and throw 3 dice and see if we can knock down some of those walkers. Alright, so she hits on a 3 or higher, so we've got 2 4s and a 5, so she takes out those 3. Place them over here for now, and she gains, where is she at, 3 health, so, or 3 experience, that's what I meant to say. So that is all that Rogue can do on this turn. I'm going to go ahead, I think, and I think I'm going to go ahead and send let's send Wolverine in there. So he's going to go 1, 2, and then he's going to try to claw that Multiple Man right there. He is already throwing 3 dice at a 4 or higher, so I'm going to go ahead and just go with that for right now. And there's my 4 right there. So that one goes there. Wolverine gains 1 XP. And that is all he can do. Storm is going to move 1, 2 in the zone, and she's going to try to fire at the Hellfire runners over there. She does, let's see, we're going to use 1 of her power, I guess, as well to throw 3 dice. And she does hit on a 3 or higher, so she has 1, 2. We've made short work of those Hellfire minions. She gets 2 experience. Whoop. Moving everything around here. So she gets her 2 experience, and that's all the movement she can do. So yeah, she moved twice and attacks on Wolverine. Colossus, I think, is going to just 1 here, and he is going to grab a card, which looks like the Tenacious card. Discard after attacking, reroll any dice. So that is all he's going to do. All of the characters have activated this turn. So, with no zombies on the board, I think I can go ahead and activate and spawn zombies. And actually, before I do that, I'm realizing that Shayna is able to move 1 because she activates after all the zombies activate before you spawn new zombies. So she would have activated 1, so she's moving closer to the hero, so she's trying as well to get herself out of the danger room. So next we're gonna activate or spawn zombies. I keep moving the board on accident. So the next zombie spawn is going to be right here, and that's going to be 3 runners. So we'll just use the 2 that I had there and 1 more. So they have spawned but not done anything, so they're just kind of chilling there. So let's see. Now I think everybody is done, so we're going to reactivate everybody here, and everyone gains 1 power. So there is that. And let's see, who would benefit the most from rescuing Shayna? He thinks it's going to be Wolverine, so he's going to move 1 here. He's going to rescue her, so her card is going to go there for him, and that's his second move. And let's see, I think that's going to be it for him because we got to get through that door. So I'm going to move him 1 more back so he can start getting to the hallway. I think I think because if I have Storm or Rogue pick up the objective, we go into yellow immediately. So one of them will get an extra activation, which will be fine. Yeah, they'll be stuck in the danger room, but they will at least have 4 actions on their turn. They can get out. I need to keep Colossus where he is, or actually I might make him move. Wolverine's done, so let me keep track of that. Let me... Before they become a problem, I'm actually just going to go down here real quick with Colossus. Have him go to the Hellfire Soldiers. He's going to burn his 2 power and roll 4 dice and see what we can do against them. So let's see, he hits on a 3 or higher, so 1, 2, 3. So he took them out. So we'll move them back over here. He's there, and he gains his 3 health. So that is going to be Colossus's turn, and no matter what, he's going to be standing on a thing. So let's see. Actually, wait, 1. No, he went 1, 2, 3. So actually, he would move here. I move him back. So I'll move him back there to that spawn zone, so it always doesn't have to go through 2 spawn zones worth of people. And then who do I basically want to put into yellow? Who would benefit the most from an extra attack? You know what, we're going to have Storm. 1, 2, pick up the objective. And that's going to get her 5 to 7. So we're in yellow now. So 1, 2, 3, pick up. 4, we're going to move her back that way so she can start making her way out of here. Rogue is going to move 1 over. Let's flip the Storm stuff there. Flip 1 over, free action, open the door. So she's opened the door, so she still has 2 moves after what I'm about to do. So we're going to go ahead and spawn here first. And that one is All Brutes. Overdrive, move all brutes up to 2 zones if possible. Any superheroes, and yeah, so that's all brutes. That doesn't matter for us. There's no brutes on the board. So that is that zone right there. Let's go ahead and do the zone closest to the door. And it's a superhero, or a zombie hero. So the zombie hero we are going to spawn is going to be Sabretooth. Sabretooth is going to be right at the door for us. to deal with. And then finally, let's go ahead and get this bystander spawned as well. It is going to be Callisto. Callisto is at the door, or she's not at the door, she's right here. When attacking, you may ignore target priority. So there's that. The only zombie we have on the border at the moment is going to be Victor over there in the X-Jet. And let me make sure I didn't mess up anything. So his card, he's got 4 toughness. If his zone is attacked by a superhero in his zone, but Sabretooth is not eliminated, the attacker suffers 1 wound. So all 3 of my melee guys, they have to basically take him out or they're going to suffer a wound. Storm would be the only one range that would be able to take that. So I think we're still on Rogue, aren't we? We are still on Rogue. So she's got 2 moves left. If I put her in there with Victor, with Sabretooth, she will, if I don't kill him, which I don't have enough dice to do anyway, if I can't kill him, then he's going to do 1 wound from his card and 1 wound from, or 2 wounds and knock her out. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep her right where she is. She's going to heroic action, take a card, or not heroic action, wrong game. She's going to take a zombie hero trait card, tactical, discard during your turn and spend 1 power. Select 1 zone within range 1, or within range 2. All enemies in that zone activate and attempt to move towards your zone. So there is that. So we're getting ready to get clawed anyway. So Sabretooth is going to go. Sabretooth sees a bunch of X-Men, and then he sees Callisto right next to him. So technically, he could go for her or go for us. So in the interest in not making the game too easy, because if I have Victor move toward Callisto here, I'm realizing that just leaves the exit wide open, and 1, 2, 3, almost everybody can get to, actually Storm has 4 moves, so everybody can basically get to the exit and the game would be over on my next turn. I don't really want to do that, so Victor is actually going to go into the zone with the X-Men here. Again, you can play the game however you want. You can roll the die to see which direction that the character's going to go through, or any number of things you can do to figure out priority for attacking. But yeah, in this case, it's like the X-Men open up the door, he's right there, he hasn't killed her yet, she's been in the room with him for however long, and you know what, I want to make the game a little bit more interesting even for the tutorial, so we're going to do that. So Victor moves into the hallway, and he does get another move, so he is going to attack, you know what, for fairness, I will roll here. I want to see on evens, it's going to be Peter. On odds, it's going to be Rogue. So it's odds there. So he is actually going to attack Rogue for 1. That's what we're going to do with that one. So just because of the fact that the toughest steel would have made it to where Pietro would have blocked it, I didn't feel like doing that. So Rogue did take 1 damage. So that is everything there. So we're going to flip everyone's activation tokens back around. And I think, let's see, we're going to have Colossus and Rogue. Everyone gets a power, first of all. There's that, there's that, there's that. So, let's see. If either Colossus or Rogue take him out in 1 shot, then they will get an extra action because they'll be in yellow. So I'm going to attempt that with Rogue. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to power her up to 4. That's 1 action. And then I'm going to use Rogue to punch Sabretooth because he just punched her. We're going to burn all of our power to do so, so that's going to bring her up to 6 dice. I do need to hit, again, normally toughness of 4, but she has her knockout punch. All enemies suffer -1 toughness against your mighty punches attacks, which is what we're doing right now. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So didn't even need it. I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4 punches. Sabretooth has been taken out of the game right there. We're going to put that there. Rogue gains 4 for the 4 toughness on the card. Rogue is up to 7, so that gives her an extra action. So that means she can move. Let's see. The power up was 1. The attack was 2, 3, 4, and then she goes. Colossus goes 1, 2. There he goes. Wolverine goes 1, 2. There he goes. Storm with her 4 actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there she goes. So that was the quick tutorial mission in Marvel Zombies X-Men Resistance. Not too bad. Played it a couple times already myself with different groups and everything, and it's pretty quick, especially if you know the rules and whatnot. So, or you're as familiar with it as I am. So it was pretty quick. And then over looking at my recording time, this is definitely not the longest Marvel Zombies game we have played, so that is pretty cool. But yeah, that is the tutorial mission. So we will be going through some of the other missions, going kind of back and forth through Marvel Zombies proper and X-Men Resistance, also looking at the expansions later on. We will be, during our future gameplays of both the core sets, swapping in Kickstarter exclusive or crowdfunding exclusive characters. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, that is all I have on that one. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought of this one. Also, let us know down below between the zombie mode and the heroic mode, which characters you would like us to see play next. We will be doing full 6-player with our normal 6 characters with our normal 3 players. Here, that'll be every future gameplay of this. So let me know down below what characters you think you would like to see, and then also hit the notification bell so you know when we're coming out with more of these videos, as well as some other things. Hit the subscribe button because, why not? Go ahead and subscribe. It's fun. So with that said, this has been Rockstar Gaming. I've been Eric, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.